Okie doke. Welcome, guys. I've set up the recording for tonight's recording. Hopefully you can understand my husky, sexy voice. It's a bit croaky and I hear it's going around. But anyway, I'm presenting tonight because Ange's away and Nicole got the gig, and Nicole rang me about an hour ago or a couple of hours ago and said, can I do it? Because she couldn't get on to Donna, and because Donna was at the presentation. And so I said, yep, rightio, we'll wing it. We can always do a Q&A. It's always a good chance to catch up and not miss out. So I've got Nicole's topic, and she did say she's on her way she's having an operation tomorrow. She said I could tell you. She's having an operation tomorrow, so she's been called into hospital early. So she's going to try and run it from a hospital bed. But anyway, I said, don't worry about that. So she might appear if she gets a chance, gets a break, but she's doing all the op prep and that sort of thing. So hopefully she doesn't get on, but if she does, she might be able to join in. But she wanted to talk about tonight how to engage people was her topic. And I suppose it was along the lines of, I said straight away to her, what do you mean by that? Is that in contact, getting people on your contact list or inviting? So it was more so about how to engage people, how to get people's details. And she was going to talk about, questions are the answer. So, finding out people's pains, people's needs, and obviously being able to meet their needs or solve, a solution to their pain or their problems. So I'll leave that for her, but that got me thinking, I suppose, what I could share with you just quickly was how to engage people and how to build up your contact list through building up your audience online. And that was through doing engaging videos. So I thought I'd just share a few tips tonight. So it might not go for too long. If we've got time, and if obviously anyone else wants to share, I thought we would throw it over to a Q&A and just, a bit of open discussion at the end for us to share our tips or questions on the exact topic. So how to engage via video, I suppose. So I've got some few points, and it was also really how to engage, how to do an engaging video. And I'm still working on it, seriously, but I'm getting better and better. Each one of my videos are I'm getting a lot more relaxed, and I suppose obviously that will come with, then developing more and more engagement. So it's practice. But I've jotted down that I'll share with you 6 tips on, being able to do a killer video, if you like. Now that video could be a Facebook Live. We all know that, everyone's talking about, and if I focus on Facebook in particular, but we all know that Facebook algorithms, rate videos, rate engagement. So whether it's a video or a Facebook Live, we really need to try and, keep practicing and putting it out there. So think along the lines, what videos, am I going to do a scripted video, if you like, or a pre-recorded video, or am I going to do a Facebook Live? And these strategies will work for both. The first thing, whether it's a Facebook Live or a normal video, you've got to be prepared. So write down bullet points for your topic. All right. And I've got 4 letters to write down on how to structure that video. I'll just mute Kerry there. Sorry, I might just mute you all, but I've allowed you, I should be able to mute you all. Mute Kerry. Allow you to unmute yourself. No, I can't actually mute you, Kerry, if you can mute yourself. All right. So the four things, or 4...
oh, sorry.
Did you get it? Thank you. All right. The 4 letters put down is in the structure or strategy for doing a killer video or an engaging video. QIAC. So the first one is Q. So you should always start your video with a question. So, do you suck at doing videos? You know, that could be your question. And that's going to get them engaged straight away. You know, so that's going to appeal to somebody. I'm talking to you, that one person. The second thing that you can do is then introduce yourself. So that's the introduction. And a lot of people do it the other way around. You still can. But if I'm sitting there babbling at the start going, I'm Deb Herdsfield from, you know, da-da-da, people will tune out because, you know, when they're scrolling, you've got that sort of 8-second window, 10-second window to catch their attention. So rather than me starting with the introduction, if you start with a question, do you suck at killer video? Do you suck at doing videos? Or do you hate doing videos? You've got more a chance of attracting their attention. You get them curious. So it's Q for question, I for introduction, A for answer. So then go into the answer. So after you've introduced yourself, it's actually answer to that question. Well, hang around. I've got 3 simple tips to help you, overcome, sucking at videos, and give you 3 tips towards killer videos. And then you can go in first, second, third, and provide the answers. So again, you do your bullet points. I usually have Post-it notes around the screen, and then you can, answer on those. And then the fourth one, the last thing that you should always do on your videos is the C, is the call to action. So there's no point in doing a video if we're not actually, what's the next step? What do we want them to do? Because the whole idea is, yes, it build that engagement, but ultimately we've got to, we want to be able to connect with them, build a relationship, and then ultimately sell to them. All right? Because my best training strategy or, motto, if you like, is the best system. Build an audience, engage the audience, sell to the audience, and, build a team, create your audience into a team. So if you work on those sort of strategies with your videos, you've got to be able to come up with a call to action at the end. That call to action could be anything. It might be sign up to my challenge. It might be send me a private message to, give me your email address and I'll send you the free PDF guide. It could be head over to my business page and like my page, like and share this video. If you, tag a person that you think would get value out of this video. Whatever your call to action is, make sure you finish with it at the end. Okay. So that's the first structure of the video, be prepared. The second thing is to start talking immediately. Like I said at the start with that question. I don't know how many of you guys, I know Amber does videos regularly now, but I don't know how many others do. And how many you've seen. We all watch videos online. How many times have you seen a live video of people waiting for people to get on? And that can tend to be really boring and you can lose people. So they suggest that never do that. Have someone else trying to share it out if you're doing a live and trying to get the audience. Never waste time at the start waiting for people to get on. Whether you've got one person on or none, just start, because the majority of the time, most of your views will come, whether it's a live or not, most of your views will come from the replay. So be aware of that. You virtually do the video as if it's a recorded one, but obviously the cleverer you get, you can engage, if it is live, you can engage with your audience as well as you go, but not at the start. So the other thing is to look into the camera. I'm actually doing this on my laptop, and I don't normally do lives or videos on my laptop. It's a bad angle. I usually do it on my phone, which I've got a bit higher above me. So you should always be looking up at the camera slightly, and you've got to actually look not at yourself. I don't know if you've heard of this before. Don't look at yourself. You've got to actually look at the actual camera hole, because it can look like, on your camera when you do it sideways and that, it looks like you're looking over here, but you actually should be looking, straight at the camera. So that's a really good one, because people will trust you a lot more and relate to you if you're actually, developing that eye contact rather than looking away. So that's a really important one. And that's it. Basically, start talking immediately with those few tips about the camera. The third point for getting an engaging video is to be you, right? ×2. So you got to be energetic. So you've got to lift it up. And actually, it's even suggested that you stand up to do your videos, not sit down. I've got mine sort of set up here in my office, and most people do sit down, but I've seen a few that stand up, and I have done a few standing up, and you do all of a sudden feel like you open up your chest and you can be, you know, a lot more energetic. I tend to use my hands a lot too, so whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But, you know, try and be you, be authentically you, and but try and lift it up and create that energy. We did that with Mark McDonald in the room the other day, didn't he, in Melbourne? You know, if, you know, good energy is only going to get a average result. You know, great energy will get good result, excellent energy and an amazing energy will get that great result. So, you know, you've got to sort of expend that energy out there. At the same time, though, you've got to be human. So you've got to be authentic and you've got to be human first before you're a marketer. So again, it's about solving their problems, giving them solutions, helping them out rather than here, buy my product. So be aware of that too, depending on what content you're providing. And all this, I suppose, content's a whole nother presentation, but, you know, it's all about providing value. How can your products and services, how can our amazing Jeunesse products help that person on the other side of the camera, help that person, help them health-wise, help them energy-wise, help them beauty-wise, help them business-wise, you know. So you've got to provide that value so that they'll come asking for questions, they'll come, you know, wanting to buy. And then the call to action again. So that's the fourth thing. The fourth tip is making sure you've got a call to action. You must be able to give them the direction to go, what's next? So what's next is join my challenge, go and sign up, click this link, and you know, share my page, tag a friend, whatever it is, send me a private message with your email so I can send you more information, you know, comment below. So it's always got to have a call to action, what to do next so that you can step the person through. You know, they're interested, you've got them, captivated audience, what next? Let them do something right now. Don't leave them hanging, I suppose. The fifth point is to thank them. So be grateful, thank everyone for joining you, thank everyone for their time. I mean, even if you can see that you've done a live and no one's on, or there's one person, again, always talk to that one person regardless, even if there's lots there. You know, you should be focusing as if there's only one person so that they're talking to you or to them, and then, you know, thank them for their time. And, you know, that then the next step at the end of the video, as people comment, it's all about building that engagement and that likability and trust. So what you've got to do is go back through the feed and comment or reply to every comment. Thanks very much. You know, here's the recording, or here's the tips you're after, or I've sent you a private message, you know, whatever it is, get that engagement. Have you noticed some of the key leaders actually comment on every, like reply to every comment? And sometimes it looks really laborious, that they actually comment the same, reply the same thing to every comment. And you go, shouldn't you just put that once in the comments and then, you know, let everyone else find the link or the feed? But again, it's all about, you know, answering you. So you've commented, so they're replying to you. And all of a sudden it looks like you've got 100 comments, even though you've done half of them. And so that Facebook thinks that's a huge amount of engagement. So that's another good tip too. So the whole idea is to build that audience, and you don't build an audience unless you build engagement. So you have engaging videos. All right. So that's it, I suppose. The last thing and the biggest thing is to just do it again and again, you know. And as I said, like engaging videos, I was so nervous at the start, and, you know, I still get nervous, but I'm gradually getting more and more relaxed and pretending, you know, I can talk to people in a room, but to talk to, say, a blank wall, it feels like it's really, I don't know, it's hard to get excited, or it's hard to change your voice, you know, you feel like you're really monotone. So it just comes with practice, I suppose. So get practice getting better and better at engaging videos. So that's me. That's one way I am trying to build up my audience online. And I do it in groups, do videos into groups, and ask offer them information, offer them some training, whatever it is, and try and get people, just to talk to people. So that's one way of doing it. But certainly it's the video thing. We've got to get out of our comfort zone and do videos, I think, for more and more engagement. So I'll put it out there. That's the 6 points that I had to share. Has anyone got any questions? I'll unmute you. Oh.
It was good, thanks, Deb.
That's all right. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I found it really helpful.
Did you? Very good. Any questions? Yeah.
No, could you post those points, please, in the group?
I thought it was really good. Sorry about my background.
That's all right, Kerry. It's always hard. I don't know what happens when someone jumps in later. It's a funny one. I can post those 6 tips in there if you like. I haven't actually got that one on a PDF, so I can drop them into the group. Yeah, not a problem.
Awesome. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I just find I still don't do a lot of Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives still seem to be getting heaps more engagement, but it's just one of those things that I suppose it comes with confidence. So it's just quicker. Actually, I used to like doing Facebook. I get into a habit of liking Facebook Lives because you don't have to edit them and you don't have to muck around with them. They're just done and gone, and it's a bit easier sometimes. Whereas if you do a recorded video, you go, I've got to edit it. But now I just do 2 takes. I do 1 or 2 takes on a recorded video and go, you know what? Who cares? Get it up there.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a tip on how you can do your Facebook Live and that Facebook recognises it. So when you bring up a Facebook Live, you can select who you're going to share it with. So you select only me.
Yep.
Right? So you're actually only doing a Facebook Live to yourself.
Yep.
And then when you go to post it, you change it to public.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
Sorry, Amber, I just missed that tip. What did you say about doing a Facebook Live to yourself?
So when you do a Facebook Live, up the top, it'll give you who you're sharing it with, whether it's public or friends or whatever. And you go in there and you select only me. So you're only actually videoing to yourself. You do the video, and then when you go to post that actual video, you change the status then to public, and it'll share public. But Facebook recognises it as a live. You've actually spoken to no one at the time.
Oh, that's a great tip. That's going to make me feel so much more comfortable actually doing the video. I was going to say I'm actually going to start with doing videos in my groups. Yeah. So I'm only talking to the known quantity first to get my confidence going before I go public.
Yeah, that's
good
a great
idea.
Tip. Yeah, that's a great tip. And that's, like even JFire, I suppose, or any of your small groups, if you've got one, that's a great tip. And I used to do that. That was a nice little cheater's way, Amber, to do that with. That's how I did it with my first ever Facebook Live challenges. When I found the only me, it was like, oh my God, that's it. And then I would try and edit, you look at it to edit it. But what I found, the only thing against that, I wondered whether Facebook would pick it up because you're not getting any actual live engagement. The red dot, grey dot, when anyone posts. But as you say, it looks, for the average person, it looks like you're doing a live anyway, doesn't it? So I suppose it doesn't really matter. But you're not getting that actual engagement throughout the video, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, I think we just build it up.
Did you say you can edit it? Did you say you can edit your video?
No, but if you do it as only me, it gives you a chance to watch it back. And so you can go post it or delete. Delete that one.
Yeah. Cool.
You don't actually have to post it. But when I was doing that for the first time, I started to go, this is easier, because you just go, you know what, they can have your warts and all, and you just post it because you don't have to muck around with an hour of editing, So Facebook Lives are really good for that. And at the end of the day, people love being authentic, love people being authentic. That's what they're chasing, So they don't want it to be perfect. They want you to, maybe slip up or just see that you're real, that you're real, it's normal type thing. Yeah. It's a great tip. Anyone else done Facebook Lives or normal videos? Anyone do it regularly other than Amber?
Camilla does all the time. She's great too.
Oh, well done, Camilla. I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she's on a roll at the moment.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're muted. I'll unmute you. No, I can't unmute you.
Now?
Yeah, you're right now? Perfect.
Yes. Yeah, so I started with a group, I think. I attempted last year to do some Facebook Lives, but it was too scary, so I stopped. But then restarted this year with just a group, my own group, and then I just see how it goes. But the tips tonight are really good because I normally don't prepare that well. So yes, I can definitely start preparing better and add more value when I take that risk to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, like a lot of people, like once you get good at it, you can just go, right, I'm going live, like Ange does that a lot, and she'll go rah, 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 and off she goes. But she's probably showcasing something, although she always does usually provide value of some sort and, gives us tips, whatever. But and she's talking to potentially us, her known audience.
Yes.
Whereas if, as you say, you're out there trying to build an audience and engage and get people coming to you, then you've got to be providing value. And certainly to start with, that I learned that a while ago, that QIAC, and they're really good. So I just have my Post-its and I'll put down QIAC, and it's like any sort of speaking, you get, you can do it off point form or a few less points, as you go. But they're really good tips to help pull you back in and keep it short and sweet rather than dragging out too.
Yeah. Waffling on.
Yeah, and waffling on. Yeah, exactly. Because there's lots of some people will throw up your call to action at the start. Like it might be as a bit of a teaser around the question. It could be, so I'm going to share with you these 3 tips, today on the video, but stay around because at the end I'm going to give you, a link or an opportunity to get my, a big PDF, or an ebook on, the complete works on how to write video, how to do videos, something like that, so that your videos might be short and sweet. You might only give them 3 to 5 tips to keep it short and sweet, but then actually the call to action is to hit me up for, the whole PDF on how to eat well or, clean, the recipe or whatever it is, that sort of thing. So you actually use your videos as teasers, because the whole argument is what's a good time for a video. You know how a lot of live videos can be 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like, again, it's all about who the video's for. If the video is potentially for an existing audience, you can probably go longer. But if the video, again, is to create curiosity, then you probably want to keep it short and simple and certainly get to that, call to action. That CTA at the end, you can't have that too far out because you'll lose them on the first bit, and they won't get an opportunity to get to your call to action. So, you can mix it up a bit too.
Can I ask a question? If you've got something to add, like a link or whatever, do you put that in the comment section underneath, or where would you post something to connect with them for more?
Depends what you're doing. If you're doing a live, let's say we were doing a live, when you set up your live, you can set up your heading and you can actually put the link there. Or if you're doing a video and you're sharing a video, a recorded video with your content, you can put it in. But people will argue that Facebook don't like posts with actual links in it as well. They don't want to take people away from Facebook, so that the link should always go in the comments. So keep that in mind too and trial it. Like, lots of people trial it. So do your Facebook Live with your heading, and you could say, check out the comments for the link, for more, or to download the PDF or, whatever. Yeah. So, sorry, Ange?
Oh, that's good. I didn't realize that. I think I've put links in the Facebook. I haven't actually done a video before, but when I post photos and things, I quite often put the link to go to, look at the product or whatever.
Yeah, just try it. Yeah, just try it. The other option is, the other thing is that people have actually got to click onto the comments, and they might not. So that's the challenge. That's why we tend to put it in the body. But if you want to do a test run, to trial it and see how much engagement you get, if you get any more in it, put the comments in the comments.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, awesome. Anything else? Anyone else got any other tips on how they get engagement? How they generally try and build their contact list? Are you doing lots through, phone calls and face-to-face networking, that sort of thing, or are you online?
I did a whole lot of Instagramming a little while ago, like Instagramming of Reserve, and all of a sudden I had all these people friending me from all around the world, but I couldn't actually, they wanted samples and things, and it was like, oh my God, how do I do that? It's like, it was ridiculous actually. It probably wasn't the right way of doing it, but yeah, I just promoted it on Instagram, and next thing I had like hundreds of people liking it and all these people, oh, it was interesting.
How amazing is that? That's amazing. So what's amazing? Yeah. So what did you do? Like when you're promoting it on Instagram, you didn't have a video. It would have been just a picture on Instagram and the benefits.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the benefits and what that I love this product. And yeah, I just promoted it. And next thing, all of a sudden I had all these people following me and from all around the world, and a lot of people going, oh, I love this product. So it was quite good just getting it out there. And it was just when India was opening, so it was good because a lot of Indians saw it, and I think they're really into Instagram. So I felt like I helped boost it a little bit for the Indian.
Yeah. Have you got your Janess website in your bio on Instagram?
Yeah, I did. I do have it in there.
Yeah, with a direct link to Reserve.
Have I? No, I haven't got that.
Yeah.
That's what I need to.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Well, that way then they buy their own. That's the whole idea of they want samples, but getting now, especially like to do a reboot now with all those people, if you've already got potentially say all those Indians on your page, like they like it, I'd be doing another blitz of Reserve going, oh my God, it's finally just released in India. Get it now. Check out my bio for the link to buy it yourself, something like that.
That's a good idea.
Or hit me up if you want to know how to get your own account to buy it wholesale. I don't know if you want, stuff like that. That if you've got the audience, because that's the thing, the whole idea is to build all this contact list. Then what are we going to do with it? So to keep them, you've got to be able to engage them. So you've got to keep, keep the wheels turning and providing value.
Yeah, all of that promoting really works when you promote, like even on your Facebook, and you just pay, like, it's not actually that expensive. I think I paid like, for a month, about $13 or something to promote it. And it was really good because it actually was interesting to see how much feedback I got from that, or how many views and everything. So it's just kind of a test run to see.
Perfect. And you won. So that you won with all those. So.
Yeah, it was good to get the feedback, but I didn't actually win by selling anything. But it was quite a good for myself to see, oh, this is a good way of making it work,
Yeah, you just got to build on that. You've got the audience there, just build on it and convert, and you will. Yeah, follow up. So I didn't realise that. So you can actually do paid ads on Instagram, like sponsored ads, same.
And Facebook.
Yeah, I know Facebook, but I didn't realise you could do it with Instagram. Yeah.
And you can connect the two together. So it connects the Facebook and the Instagram together.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's great.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm sure we all got some tips tonight, so that's unreal. I might finish there since it's half an hour, unless anyone else has got any other tips. But that was awesome. Thanks heaps. I'll put those in the group. Yeah, and all the best, Ange, with that. Can't wait to hear more about Instagram stories with you. Amazing.
To go on there now and put my bio on.